What's up, cooks? It's Wednesday. I figured we'd have a little bit of fun. We have the brand new double oven in here, and I thought we would start it off simple by making some soft and chewy sugar cookies. We are going to do that from the Joy of Cooking cookbook. It's interesting to see how this recipe has changed over the years. So join me. Let's try out the brand new double oven by making some chewy sugar cookies. We'd have a little bit of fun today since I got my brand new oven. I haven't baked anything yet. We did some chicken. We baked some chicken and rice, but I haven't done any cookies, cakes, or anything like that. So this is going to be the trial run, and I want to do something very simple just to start it off, right? So this is the new edition of the Joy of Cooking. It was updated by Irma's grandson and his wife. So we're going to try out a recipe here. So I opened this up to the cookie section. I saw soft and chewy sugar cookies. I thought that would be great. What's interesting is I pulled a couple of my older copies of the Joy of Cooking. We have the 75th anniversary version, and we have a version that goes all the way back. This was Eric's mom's with her handwriting in there. So that is a very special book to us. And I looked at this recipe, and it's interesting how it changed over time. One of these used oil, substituted the butter for oil. The eggs dropped. This one uses 2 eggs. This one only uses 1. We're going to double the recipe. We're going to go straight out of the new version of the cookbook to see if this is good a recipe, how it was changed, right? So our basic ingredients is I have some flour. If you don't have a copy of this book, get one, right? I actually have 2 copies. I have the real edition of this updated edition, and I found this little scrappy, smaller edition at Ollie's. So I got that because I think I'm going to keep that other copy for my reference copy, and this is going to be my copy to beat up, right? Because it's kind of a different printing on it. So we got I'll leave links to this down in the description, by the way. We got our flour. I'm doubling the recipe, so we have 5 cups of flour. We have our sugar. This is 2.5 cups of sugar. We have 2 eggs. We have 3 sticks of butter. We have baking soda, baking powder, salt. This one says cinnamon is optional. One of these books, cinnamon was in the recipe. This one, the cinnamon was optional, and we have a bunch of vanilla. So we are ready to go to make these Joy of Cooking soft and chewy sugar cookies. We're ready, right?
Sure.
Are we missing anything?
I don't know.
We're missing a stand mixer.
Where are we going to get one of those?
I think I have one. We have a new stand mixer. This is the Vevor. So we looked at a Vevor a couple weeks ago. This one's a little different. This is an all-metal mixer. It's 7.4 quarts. Has a kind of a unique look to it to me. So I thought we would try it out. Thanks, Vevor. I'll put links down in the description to this mixer. We are going to do a full test and review. Today, we're just starting out trying the mixer and starting out trying my new oven, right? So let me get this out of the box. Well, this is like a commercial style mixer. Holy cow, this thing is serious. Whoa, 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 Vevor, this is serious. It's a 7.4 quart. It has stainless steel attachments. Look at the size of these bad boys. Look at that. This is the paddle. This is the dough hook. All stainless steel. interesting. This is your lever to lift it. Whoa! Whoa, whoa! Look at that. That is major. Okay, so I thought we were just having a little giggly fun, but this mixer is serious.
It weighs a few pounds.
Yeah, it's heavy. The bowl is huge. Big old stainless steel attachments. Wow. Okay, we will be doing a full test and review on this thing. Says mixer on the front.
Yes,
this is pretty cool.
Just in case you didn't know what it was.
So this is like 600 watts. Whoa. Okay, let me plug this baby in. Okay, so I put the pedal attachment on the mixer. This mixer is huge, right? Like I said, we are going to do a full test and review. So we're going to give Irma's recipe a little whirl. Well, quasi Irma, because it's been changed, right? So we're going to go ahead and put the mixer head down. We have our butter in there. She says to take your dry ingredients and sift them. I'm not sifting them, I'm just putting them in here. So we got that, salt, baking powder, and we have our optional cinnamon in there. We're going to take our butter and sugar and we're going to cream them. So I put 3 sticks of butter in there, got all the sugar in here, and we're going to cream away. Whoa. Usually creaming, you got to leave it in here for a few minutes, 3-4 minutes.
It seems smooth.
Yeah. Though I do think I need to scrape it down. Whoa. Okay. We're going to put our eggs in. 2 eggs, 4 teaspoons of vanilla. Pretty fluffy. Nice and fluffy. I'm going to put our flour, dry ingredients in. I'm going to put like most of them in here, because I think this thing won't necessarily go flying everywhere. Has a slow start.
Yeah.
here's our famous Irma dough. So let me grab some sheet pans so we can pan this up. So Irma suggests doing a 1-inch cookie, I think. I'm using a number 20 disher. This is the yellow from Vevor. I'm using that one. So our cookies are going to be a little bigger than she suggested. A lot bigger. So we're going to have to adjust the time. So I have the oven on convection, and it adjusts the temperature down 25 degrees. So she's saying 375. So because of the convection, it's going to adjust it down to 350. So we go ahead. This seemed like a little dry dough. I'm going to go ahead and scoop out 6 cookies. So we're going to do like 4 pounds. I don't know if this is going to work out to be 4 pounds. So we're going to...
Well, as long as it's more than 2, right?
Yeah, we can use both ovens.
Might as well use the other, even though you do got 3 racks in there, boo-boo.
Yeah, so this oven has like 2 ovens with 3 racks per oven. So you could do 6.
So you're not up to midnight.
Yeah, so if you're cooking for the holidays.
Or for school.
Holidays, schools, parties, whatever you got going. I used to do them like 1 at a time. So she said to roll it into sugar. So we're going to do that. We're doing 6 cookies on each rack. Looks kind of a crumbly dough, a little bit. Kind of interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and shape all these, the rest of these, and we'll be back. So the very last step before we put these in the oven is we're going to flatten them a little bit with a glass. So I have a little bit of olive oil just to make sure that it doesn't stick on there. Just take a glass and flatten the cookies down. So one of the things I've noticed with these cookies is, I don't know if it's because they don't have baking soda or something in it, but they don't quite spread like other cookies do. So it's kind of interesting. But hey, right? If you don't flatten them like this, they'll just be like this big brown puff ball. So flatten them a little bit so they're not like a big round puff ball, sort of like one of those snowball cookies. So let me flatten these out and we'll put them in the oven. Here's our new oven. Boo's gonna put it in here. Ooh. So what's great about this is there's 3 racks in each oven, so you can cook literally like 6 racks of cookies at once.
We wouldn't do that, would we? Maybe.
Ooh. Okay. Now we're down to oven number 2. I'm so excited. Yeah, I get excited over ovens, right? Cookie, cookie. Cookie, cookie.
Are you okay down here?
Yeah. Cookie, cookie. Okay, so we're on. You want to cook them at 375 if you don't have convection. If you have convection, you're going to go 350. How long it takes depends on how big your cookies are. So I think this is going to take maybe about 14 minutes. So I'll let you know as soon as they're done. Okay, they're coming out. They were in there 13 minutes. Ooh. See that little crinkle on the edge? I wonder if that's supposed to be like that. The dough seemed a little dry.
I got dibs on that little guy.
Part 2. I guess that's when it's intended to be, is cracked on the side, because I've made these twice now and it was like that both times.
Yeah.
So that's the recipe, right? So these are out of the oven. We're going to let them sit for 2 or 3 minutes on the sheet pans before we move them to the cooling rack. So soon we're going to have cookies. So I always use a fish spatula on cookies. Ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Cookie, cookie. I don't know why. I don't know. This dough was a little crackly dough. And that's just how it is. We'll see if the taste is there. They were good last time I made them, so they may not be the most attractive cookies. I tasted that little piece and it was delicious. Very sweet and sugary. I don't know if I would say these are soft and chewy, but they're tasty. And the last tray of cookies are coming up. Are you going to want one of these, Eric?
I don't know. If they're not soft and chewy, I know.
Tell me if you know why these split like this. That's just a recipe in the book. So I can try to work on it and see if I can come up with something a little less.
Well, they changed the recipe from one book to another.
Yeah.
Did they change it to wrong?
Mmm. Tasty. Cookie Monster! Well, they need to set up a little bit more, obviously, because they're not totally cool.
Cool enough for me.
They are a little chewy, so thumbs up. These are tasty. Not the most attractive cookies, but Irma, you gave us a winner, right? The joy of cooking, the new oven, and the Vevor mixer. We'll see more of that coming up. I hope you enjoy this. Happy Wednesday.